how can it even be? Like I felt ashamed. And
knowing that you gave a sacred part of you to a man that it's not fulfilling. It's disgusting to think about. And I
find the number one feminist that you know and ask yourself a question: do you think she's happy chasing her career? And the answer is no. I'm lucky that.
But it wasn't that I had left my marriage. It wasn't that I had left my marriage for another man. It's that I feel like I left my marriage for a situation that not only is it not better, how can it even be? Like I felt ashamed. And the fear of this marriage failing in any way is a product of the shame that I feel, because it would be embarrassing and shameful to not work after such a big life-changing decision. It didn't just change my life, it changed my life, my children's life, my family life. My brothers never really spoke to me again. My sisters hate me. Like, it changed everything. That one decision to be with this one person changed my whole life, and we have to fight over deck of cards.
Nigga, what?
What you're seeing is a woman who left her husband for another man, and when she got with the new man, the relationship did not work out. They found themselves arguing all the time, and pretty much the chemistry did not fit. But it caused her children to dislike her, and it caused her family and friends to dislike her based off the decision that she made, because she left a good guy for a guy that did not fit. What does this say? This says that you cannot control who you like. Majority of the people out there do not like the person that they're attracted to because they think that they're a good person inside. They like them because of physical attraction and maybe what can happen in the bedroom. That's what 90% of people are going to look at the other person and base judgment and desire from. Women have a hard time with this. And the reason why is because we live in a world where no one wants to really be committed because of the options that are available to them. So we're living in a time where it's hard for a woman to recognize a good guy in front of her who has the potential of being the best man for her, because she's still caught on to the guy that she's infatuated with. People are gravitating towards this because it feels good and people need excitement. Why do they need excitement? It's because they're living through the matrix. They're living through social media. They're not living through natural chemistry anymore. And the ones that's going to pay the biggest price is going to be the women. Why? Because they're extremely emotional, and women are known for living in delusional fairy tales. It's just that now we live in a fairy tale world. So everything that looks real is actually fake, and everything that's fake is actually real. But people don't see the difference between the two until they get caught up in a situation that they're going to regret.
They've totally conditioned women to believe that marriage is a trap, that you are going to be unhappy, that you are going to be sacrificing your freedom, when in reality, I got more freedom than I ever had when I became married, because I finally became a secure woman. I knew what my purpose in life was when I had children. Everything else is so stupid and meaningless. How could you think you were going to find your purpose in the bottom of a Red Bull vodka at One Oak, Candace? Find the number one feminist that you know and ask yourself a question: do you think she's happy chasing her career? And the answer is no. I'm lucky that I got that wake-up call. I'm blessed that I got married. I'm blessed that I have, 3 children now with this one on the way. And the more that I can talk about how happy and fulfilled I am for the first time in my life, right? Not when I was drinking and pretending to be happy, but for the first time I actually am happy.
Women are absolutely right. Most women are going to pay for it as they get older if they hit the wall in their younger years. What do I mean? Yes, the girl that's out there partying, drinking, going to the bars, trying to live it up, she's going to end up being a thought bot for 30-year-olds. That's the thing. A lot of these strong, independent women, some of them are going to be single for the rest of their life. But based off of my experiences, I see most women who are feminists normally end up married because they get their wake-up call around 25 through 26 years old. The girls that are out here partying, smoking, and drinking, they're going to be getting ran through for the rest of their life. Now, what I tell men, don't worry about those girls who are going to fail. Don't worry about the feminist women, I don't need a man. Don't worry about the pain or regret that a woman is going to go through. Because believe it or not, as a man, you're supposed to be preparing yourself for your 30s. Because when you get in your 30s and you got your life going on and you got everything together, you're going to be able to pick from the litter of women who are not doing that. That's what you got to realize. You'll be attracted to the woman who has not hit the wall, or the woman who's too masculine to get a man. Because if you do not make yourself the best version of yourself as a man, you will find yourself chasing these type of women in your 30s. You may say she hit the wall, but Shaniqua with 5 kids still got 10 simps trying to get with her. You have a lot of women out there, they have the money, and then they just go get a guy who's a bum. They get in a relationship with him and boss him around the entire relationship. So one way or another, men will always continue to chase a woman regardless of her social status. But based off the level of achievement and experiences that he has as a man will determine if he's going to chase her or not. I tell a lot of dudes, I don't care about girls when I was in my 20s that are hitting the wall now that I may have gotten rejected by. I made myself a better, valuable man, took care of myself, and made myself the best version that I regret being attracted to a woman who couldn't see what type of guy I was going to become. So to me, that's not a loss on my end. I don't need to wait for her to fail. She was at the same spot whenever I got this. So it don't mean nothing. I leveled up to better women. And that's what I tell guys. Learn to level up to better women. And all these other girls, you're waiting to just say, ha, ha, ha. They ain't going to even mean nothing to you. The world's too small. If you don't get yourself together as a man, these type of girls that so-called hit the wall and they can't get a man, you going to find yourself chasing them. And then you going to find them playing bougie for you to get them. That's why a lot of guys are mad now. It's because you went for women you thought would be worthy of you. You thought you were better than them, and they played you. Upgrade yourself as a man. You won't worry about these women.
But I will say to 20-year-olds, and even to my 20-year-old self, I hate how I allowed myself to just be like used up by men. And that came from a lack of self-worth. I did not understand my value that I was born with. I didn't. And I gave, again, people look at sex differently, but sex is spiritual unification. At the end of the day, I don't care how you spin it. It's spiritual.
For women.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
for
women.
whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. For women, it's spiritual unification. And people that I shared my body with, when I think about my list, it's repulsive because they didn't deserve it. But that was an outcome of me discounting my worth. And it's disgusting. I hate even having that spiritual tie in any type of way. But yeah, I would absolutely change sexually how I move around. And not even necessarily because of like the societal outcome. It's more so from my self-worth.
Like, how it makes you like feel.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good knowing that you gave a sacred part of you to a man that looked at sex with you as taking a piss. It's not fulfilling. It's disgusting to think about. And I feel like I've beat myself up every single day for my decisions. And what people say about me online holds no candle to what I've told myself on a daily basis. Like I've been called worse by better, and that better being me. Like I have talked down to myself, and I felt like I was unworthy for a very long time. And I would say this is more of a recent awareness, like in the past year, where I'm like, Brittany, you.
One thing you guys have to understand, a lot of girls, they actually want to be promiscuous. And the reason why is because that's where the power is at. So just as much as Brittany Renner says, oh, I regret it, we see what she did recently. That was an old interview that she reverted back to the old her. Why? Because that's where women power is at. It's only in their sexuality. It's only in the control of the environment. Women don't want to prove to you that they're the smartest. They want to prove to you that they're the prettiest. They want to prove to you that all the guys want them and that they can reject it, that they can get the higher value guy. So they use their sexuality whenever that traditional submissive woman doesn't work. That's what a lot of men don't understand. A lot of these girls are actually acting like this because men do not go chase good women. They don't go chase traditional women. So you have a lot of women in the world that feel like if I want power and I want attention and I want the guys to like me, I have to act a certain way. I have to take off my clothes in order to get it to work. The women that get the most attention from guys as they get older, they actually start to become more, how can I say, logically thinking. When I was in Miami and I was around the supermodels, the girls who were actually the prettiest, that was naturally pretty, they were the most humble. The girls who were only pretty whenever the makeup got on them, outside of photo shoots, they were the one at the clubs, wilding, going to go be with the rich old guys on the yachts. But the pretty girls fell back. So understand with women, when it's all said and done, they're just like lioness. They're going to continue to roam. They will even have kids. They're going to find a way to make money. But if they don't have a man in their life that's dominant enough, then they're just going to run free with their sexuality. It's when they get in a relationship, they're more purposeful. Like, why am I in this relationship? What are me and this man getting ready to build? Which is why it's highly important for a man, once you get your life together, and you take on your alpha traits in your lane, a woman will naturally follow you. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.